Hey there! Today's podcast brought to you by Audible. You can get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/theguyslikeus. They have over 180,000 titles to choose from for your phone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to the Guys Like Us podcast. Here are your guys, Adam and Berbs.
Hey, did you miss us?
You asking me if I missed us?
Yeah, I'm asking you. So, hey, it's been a while. We weren't sure to turn these mics on. It took us a few minutes. But the Guys Like Us, we have returned. We were on a bit of a hiatus.
I'm going to take a sip here.
We were in a bit of a hiatus for, a week or so. You know, real life stuff happens. But we're back, and one might say we're better than ever.
When did EP10 drop?
EP10 dropped on...
you got dates?
It was like the 19th of September.
Oh, man.
So we're 13 days since our last recording.
What's 9 plus 10?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you?
21.
There we go. So
was that on this one?
It is on that one. You want to find it real quick?
Where's it at?
It's alphabetical. I think it's towards the bottom.
Does it say 9 plus 10?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does. A lot of dead air right here. Not our best open, by the way.
We've had better.
So while Berbs is efforting that too, let me tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do. If you haven't heard us in a while, guys like us, Adam and Berbs here, we are going to entertain you with life, with sports, with funny stuff. If you're listening to this, congratulations. You've done a really good job. You've figured out how to find us.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
21 it is. We also have a new toy, so we have a soundboard here that you can hit a button and it'll play some sounds.
Berbs is going to run that today.
Yeah, I've made the mistake of letting Berbs have the soundboard, so we'll see how that works out. I'm not sure. If you hear random sounds throughout the show, it's just Berbs either hitting the buttons or figuring stuff out.
It's going to work out.
But anyway, yeah, you can find us a lot of places. If you're listening to this, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, all those good places. You might want to follow our Instagram account too. We're pretty big on the IG. That's the Guys Like Us podcast. Go ahead and search that up. You'll find us there. We have a Twitter account. We don't really use that, so don't worry about that one. We have a Facebook page. We kind of use that one because it's really just our Instagram page repeated. That's also the Guys Like Us podcast. And we got an email address too.
What do you got?
It's the Guys Like Us podcast at gmail.com.
AOL?
No, AOL. I couldn't get on AOL for some reason.
Did you run out of free minutes?
Yeah, apparently I don't have the disc. You have the CD I can borrow still?
I still got about 40.
You got 250 minutes still laying around I can have?
I got
Okay.
so many minutes.
So I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need those minutes on the CD here, and that's where you can find us, and that's what we're all about. So I got my guy Berbs here. We're back, episode 11, and glad to be back with you here. We got an action-packed show today, and so we're excited. Berbs, how you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, man. You know, a bit of the hiatus had to do with me being out of town, doing some traveling for work. I was under the weather for a couple days.
What was wrong? What'd you have?
I just wasn't feeling well.
I mean, like nasals,
Nasals, throats.
nasal and throats.
Yeah, and throats. Huh. I had a little sore throat situation, a little nasal situation.
Okay, and you
hit it with the little Mucinex, cleared me up in a couple days.
Oh, so did you miss any work? And a guy like you, you're a warrior, right? You're in the office. You're rise and grind.
Yeah, unless I'm hitch face, which you know about.
Yeah,
I'm behind the desk.
You're behind the desk. Okay, so you're locked. You're loaded. You were ready to go. And so Berbs is back too. So real quick, also, if you're listening to this, you can feel free to like us on a lot of different platforms. But, we need some ratings out there. We're still holding 18 strong.
18 ratings?
I think there was supposed to be a 19th, but somebody who will remain nameless clicked the 1 star 5 times and was thinking that would work. Luckily, we redid that, but I think it's now deleted itself. So we're still down to 18 ratings. So if you're out there, hit us on iTunes, Apple Podcast, give us a rating. So 1 star is not what we want. Berbs, what do we want them?
We're looking for 5s or better.
We're gonna need that 5s or that better. So get on that too. So all right, Berbs. So tell us what's going on with you, man. We haven't seen you in a minute. We miss you. Mr. Kangura _ was asking about you.
He was asking about me.
Yeah. So
did he lose his phone or something? Couldn't hit me up?
Phone is good.
He's good?
Phone is real good.
Okay.
Yeah, phone is real good.
I know people get busy, but my phone, I got the minutes.
You got minutes.
I got minutes. My phone's got phones actually. You see my phones there. I got two phones.
You got doubles. I see your doubles right there. Well, did you reach out to him?
Oh, I always reach out.
Okay. So
we're in a group text, aren't we?
we are. Yeah, we are.
I stay texting.
Okay. Okay. I mean, well, fair. I mean, maybe every day. I mean, was there a couple days that you took off?
Here's what I'll say.
It's
It's a two-way street.
okay.
It's equally my fault and it's equally his fault.
Okay. I mean,
So-
me as well. I didn't get in there.
You're in
either.
there too.
I'm in there
yeah.
too.
So again, this is not all on Jimmy underscore.
Can't
you
grow,
know.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I said.
Kind of screwed that handle up, but that's fine.
Yeah, at me.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's my boy. That's my day one. He gets passed.
I mean, Jimmy's not your day one. You had him out in like day 30. So
To be fair, so did we ever tell Jimmy about that?
we've told him that now. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those listeners out there, for just if you look at our IG, you will notice Jimmy Kangaroo underscore, and
That's not his handle, by the way.
what is it?
Mr. Kangaroo underscore.
Okay, Mr. Kangaroo underscore.
There you are.
His name is Jimmy, so there's that.
Now you've told everybody.
We didn't have a whole lot of faith at his tenure at the workforce where we all worked at.
There
We
was-
thought he'd be ghost
yeah.
after like 30 days.
There was Concernicus.
Yeah, I mean, I think you had him gone the quickest. I had him gone the latest, but still fairly quick.
Yeah.
I think I gave him like 60 days. You guys gave him like 12.
in my defense, he didn't speak for like those first 45 days.
I didn't know he knew English.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we're diverse.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't speak for 45 days, so I didn't.
Right.
I didn't know what we were dealing with. And
How do you think he communicated with his former boss? Just with like,
a lot of eye contact, a lot of head nods. He's big in the head nods.
yeah.
A lot of one word answers. That's him.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. He needs some help.
Yeah.
He needs some help.
Can I get in there real quick?
You're already in there.
I was real quick. Total off the top. Total off the thing. Just came to, just in my head. Right.
What's that like?
Can I tell you something that annoys me?
You just did.
Gym guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Can I talk to you about gym guy?
Let me hear about Jim guy. Is this like worst dude ever kind of situations?
Worst dude ever. Most annoying dude ever.
Okay.
So if we want to name it, worst dude ever segment. By the way, we're going to do underrated, overrated, properly rated any ever again.
We can. We got a list of TV shows. Why don't you do that? These are all. I don't know how you feel about these, but we'll get back to that. Let's plan the show without being on the air.
Yeah. So, gym guy,
Yep.
you'll get a. I mean, again, you do the wads in the garage. You
Yeah.
kind of got your own personal space.
I got my space.
I still frequent the local in shapes of the world, and that's where I reside when I'm getting these traps right. But
Did they name that after you, by the way?
what's that, in shape?
Yeah.
Loosely.
Okay.
Copyright.
That's fair.
You ever heard of that mailbox money?
Sure. That's you. Okay. Okay.
Ask about me.
All right.
Check my box. But yeah, gym guy, and not necessarily just any gym guy, but gym guy that grabs the free weights, but stands directly in front of the free weights,
Okay.
in front of all the other free weights that you might want to use,
Okay.
as if he can't back up 5-6 feet, grab a bench, grab something, get the hell out of the way. And you know what I want to tell this guy?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's all.
He might need some help.
He might need some help.
Now, what's he?
What am I supposed to do?
What's he lifting? Are we talking like? Oh, let's back this up. Hit the backup button.
Sure.
Are we doing what kind of exercise are we doing?
It depends, right? You can get the guy that's grabbing the 15s and 20s. He's doing some quick curls.
Yeah.
Get quick little blood flow.
Yeah.
Maybe some 25s, do a little lateral shoulder raises, whatever you're looking at. You get the guy that's doing, the maybe 65, 75s, doing the shrugs right there in front. Here's what I'll say. If you're doing shrugs with the free weights on the heavy end on the free weights section,
Sure.
typically it's not very crowded over there.
You should be good. Yeah.
Usually it's myself and a couple others. No big deal. Right?
Sure.
So if you want to do some shrugs at the very end of the free weight bench area or the free weight area, whatever, and you're not really jamming anybody up, then go for it. But if you're that guy that's 15s through 40s and you're just standing there in the way doing anything and everything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to move.
Yeah.
Plenty of space.
It depends on the exercise you're doing. Yeah.
Not really.
Like if you got the 10s and you're just pumping out like a 10 by 10s arm curls, like yeah, you can go sit down or take it to the back.
I mean, can't you go sit down regardless though? What do you need to do to stand there?
Shrugs would be the one.
That's what I gave him.
Yeah. The other thing that annoys me, I don't have an answer for that, but so I text you this. So the guy who does the one-armed row, and he's got his hand on the other dumbbell, but he's using the dumbbell, but he's still holding on to the rack. Like,
Right.
go grab a bench.
Right.
You don't need to do that there.
There's also variations of that. There's the huge rack that actually has the lat pull down and the back row.
I'm familiar with those. Yeah.
The rowboat.
I'm
You know
familiar
what I'm
with
saying?
those, yeah.
So I mean, there's to your point, a lot of variations.
Yeah.
But yeah, get the hell out of the way.
Are you saying some of these guys?
It depends on how big they are.
What does that mean? Whoa, hold on. Say, I don't. Is there a backup button on that thing? Let's.
Let me see.
A guy like you.
You know who Phil Heath is?
I do.
So you see Phil Heath in there,
Yeah.
and he's doing that, I'm gonna let him do it.
Okay.
But if I see a dude that's roughly my size, maybe a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
I'll say something.
Okay.
I got no problem with
What's
that.
that? What's that looking like? So I'm over here. I'm just getting my sweat in.
That's probably me just saying something, not necessarily under my breath, but just like, hey, jackass. Can you move?
We're going name calling.
Probably.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, again, respect. Have some respect,
Yeah.
right?
What if it's a female?
Common courtesy is common courtesy. I don't think common courtesy has a face, does it? Or a gender?
No. It's faceless, nameless, genderless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So again, if there's a nice lady there doing some nice little shoulder lateral raises, front side raises, whatever that looks like,
Front little side.
and she's just again standing in the way, feel free to back up.
Is it lateral raises if you do it to the front?
No, that'd be front raises.
Yeah. So you said lateral raise, front or side.
Yeah, I mean, you can do front raises, you can do lateral raises,
What are your thoughts on gym guy who is there to correct everybody's form
but he has the worst form ever.
or to tell everybody like another move he can do? Like,
so this
what
is
do you think
unscripted.
about this guy?
So this is unscripted. Let me
Is
take
it
it.
most of the
Yeah.
show? Where the show is
Let me take
scripted,
it
by
at
the
a
way.
sip here. This 4.2 make it ultra.
Yeah, I don't want you. I mean, you still got copious amounts of work to do here.
Yeah, so check me out. Your boy's top heavy. You've seen me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of a good bench. 225s.
Yeah,
No big deal. A couple plates on there. Berbs knocks him out.
so that's how you get 225. Yep.
So your boy prides himself on form.
Okay.
I'm all about form.
Okay, I've
Right?
seen that about you. Yeah.
So I'm hitting my bench or whatever, and you get tired. You start getting a little maybe sloppy with your reps. And there's this kid that had just kind of had finished before us. We were getting ready to finish, I should say. And we were like, hey, man, how many more sets you got? And he's like, kind of got annoyed, but he's like, just one more. And we're like, okay, great.
One quick one.
So he finishes, and there's also a bench to the left of that, which is an incline. So there's an incline. We wanted the flat bench. So we're going through our sets. I'm racking up here. I'm 185, 205, 225, whatever. And on my final set, I'm lifting up my head a little bit. So the guy is just he does his thing on the incline. He's just one guy. Me and my boy are alternating, so he gets done a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So he walks past, and not to be mean to the guy, but he wasn't putting up much.
Oh wow.
Probably a beginner, which is fine. Everybody started somewhere. I remember I started with 10s on each side.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Okay.
And he just kind of walks by, and his kind of final words were just like, "Hey, keep your head down."
Oh
But
wow.
it wasn't a "Hey, keep your head down," like I'm looking out for you. It was like, "Hey, keep your head down," but I kind of hope you snap your neck right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know about that guy.
How did you handle that?
I just laughed. Me and my boy just laughed.
Just laughed at him?
Yeah, we just laughed. Not at him. We just kind of laughed to ourselves.
Laughed to yourselves. I mean, was your head up?
It could have went lower.
So he wasn't wrong then.
He wasn't wrong, but it was more of like, "Hey, a-hole,
Wow.
keep your head down."
I'm surprised you get called that at all. Actually,
Yeah.
that
Let me find some more sounders
That
here.
seems unlikely that anyone would call that. I mean, maybe he was just being a good guy, looking out for you.
You might not be wrong.
The gym's a weird place. I had a gym situation one time too. This is like 10 years ago. I'm at the gym. I had a leg injury, as you might know, Berbs. I typically have something injured on me like every day of the week, right?
Did that leg injury cause?
That's a lot of damage.
There was some damage. It was a torn calf actually. That
I
thing
thought
hurt
that was
like-
going to be smoother.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. That thing hurt like hell too, man. So it was a torn calf. I was rehabbing that.
It was approved
It was
torn
a
calf,
clean.
or it was a
No, I went to the
clean
doctor.
tear?
It was a clean tear.
Okay,
It
good.
was ugly.
Gotta go with your calves.
So I'm at the gym trying to do some rehab, some light cardio. I hit the rowing machine. Mm-hmm. I'm just hitting the rowing machine. I'm not doing a lot with the legs, really getting the arms in, just trying to get a little pump in, right? Dude sits down next to me.
A little pumping up.
You know about it.
Okay.
Guy sits next to me, and he's on the rowing machine too. He's just getting his action in.
You guys have 2 rowing machines?
2 rowing machines
Okay.
next to each other. There's actually like 3 or 4 in this little studio situation. So the guy looks at me and he kind of gives me a little head nod. I give him a little head nod. I got headphones in, so I'm doing my thing. And he kept kind of looking back over at me. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's probably wondering why I'm going so slow. Maybe he's just, he's going to say something. So I can see him kind of nodding like he wants to talk. So I pull an earbud out and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He was like, you got good form. And I was like, oh man, am I going to have to hit this guy? I feel like that's something you hit somebody for.
He told you had good form?
He said, man, you got good form.
Why are you mad at that?
I don't feel like that's something one guy should say to another guy on their rowing machine. If I'm doing bicep curls, hit me with the form. If I'm on the bench and my head's down flat and I got plates in the air, hit me.
Is this the joke ass like CrossFit row machine, or is this like a real, or is this like the actual back row?
No, this is a rowing machine. It's not like a weighted machine. It's the CrossFit situation. Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're mad at the guy. He's giving you a compliment. Maybe that guy is just not confident in his form. He's looking at you thinking like, man, this is good form.
So let me ask you: would you ever go to the gym and see someone getting just a great little, lateral pull down situation, and you go, "Hey, man, good job."
No, I typically, unless I'm with like one of my friends, I don't say a word to anybody when I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I needed.
I'm head down. I'm focused.
So I think later that same week I went back to the gym with my guy, the guy who does our music, lyrics and loops. He's gonna hear this. He's gonna remember this story.
Okay.
So we're on the bench press. We're doing our thing, kind of like what you and your buddy were doing. Like he went, I went, he went. We're alternating. So these three guys come next to us, right? And these are just like, I mean, they think they're big, but they're really not, right?
Sure.
So they got on like the string, like the tank
stringers,
top
right,
situations, right? They're ready to go.
But he's 364 pounds.
Yeah, he's like 110, like soaking wet. So they're on the bench. I don't even know how much they had on there. And so I don't remember which one of us was on the bench actually. But so the one guy's lifting, and the other guys are like, "Come on, man, lift it!" They're trying to get a little encouragement, which I hate, by the way. I don't need coaching on the bench.
Right.
And the one guy yells to the other guy, "Come on, man, big chest!"
Big chest.
And I just lost it. I absolutely just lost my mind. Like I think I was spotting my dude, and I'm pretty sure I like spit on him and like everything else because these guys just yelling big chest at each other.
Big chest, baby.
I don't think that's appropriate. Like, does that make you lift more? Like, an avid lifter like you.
Yeah.
Like, back in the younger days, so the pre-Adonis situation you're in today,
right.
when you're, trying to get your game up, you're still curling the 20s and like, man, I'm exhausted. Like, if someone would come up to you and be like, come on, man, like, hit the 25, let's go. Would that have motivated you if your boy was like, come on, you got one more in you? Come on, you got two more in you?
It depends on what was said.
Okay.
That would motivate me. So the one that I like, too, is when the guys are going through... And, you get the big dudes that are lifting, like, 315 on the bench or whatever. And they're like, easy weight, lightweight.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really? Lightweight.
Okay.
But the funny thing is when they're lifting, like, a quarter on each side and they're like, lightweight. And I want to be like, well, yeah, lightweight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some characters.
The gym's a weird place overall.
There's some weirdness.
Yeah. So you and I went to the gym a few times together at our workplace.
Yeah.
And my favorite story of that is we're getting our lift in. I think you were doing some skull crushers.
Yeah, I was crushing it.
And some dude was sitting next to us, and he was talking. I don't know who, maybe to us actually. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And he said, "Hey, let me get some rubbers." The look on your face for a minute was like, what's happening here? And then I explained to you that he was, the rubber bumper plates is what he was talking about. It's CrossFit.
Did he say, let me get some rubbers, or like toss me some rubbers?
It was something about he needed rubbers.
Right.
But
to be fair, he said it's so smooth and
He
out
did.
of nowhere. I think you and I both looked at each other like, is this that kind of gym?
Yeah, well, we weren't sure. Well, I can't confirm it's not, actually. I haven't been back probably since the time you and I went there. Yeah.
Sure.
Still paying the $15 a month, by the way.
Yeah, you're going to want to get a refund on that.
Yeah, I remember the confused look on your face when he asked for some rubbers, and you were kind of like, huh.
I didn't have any on me.
Glad.
But
Gym's a weird place.
The gym's a weird place.
Gym's a weird place. Well, so if we're doing this, I got one for you then.
Okay.
I got a worst dude ever too.
Sure.
So here's for those of you who aren't familiar with the calendar or don't have eyes, it's football season.
Yep.
Football's been going on for a while. One of the more exciting topics of football is fantasy football. A lot of people into the fantasy.
Loving it.
You draft your team, you play them each week, you see how many points they score, and you win, right? And so, what do you do in this situation, Berbs? There are some dudes that I'm around, and they're big in their fantasy team, but they clearly know nothing about football.
Right.
So let me give you an example. I heard a conversation recently where one guy was telling another guy that he was disappointed that Drew Brees didn't throw for 800 yards because Drew Brees is the best quarterback of all time, and he can just throw for a touchdown anytime he wants to. And why do they even run the ball? They shouldn't even run the ball. He should just throw the ball 80 times a game. And I'm like, well, hey, what? There's a running game, there's balance, defense, keep him guessing. And they're like, yeah, but dude, he's like the best quarterback ever, dude. I'm like, okay, good talk.
Yeah.
What do you do with these dudes who just think they know whatever it is that they think they know about fantasy, but really they don't know anything?
I assume this probably happened yesterday when Drew Brees didn't score.
Yeah,
they didn't throw.
It was very recent.
Did he even throw a touchdown this past Sunday?
He
I know there's a lot of field goals.
No, a lot of field goals. And Alvin Kamara, thanks for the 66 points.
Yeah.
He did not throw any touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So to be fair, he's on pace. Obviously, I think he's like 200 yards away.
Yeah.
To be statistically the best quarterback of all time as far as yards thrown.
He's pretty darn good.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, surefire, first ballot Hall of Famer, no problem.
Absolutely.
But yeah, to kind of piggyback on that, I remember when the Boston Celtics and the Lakers had played in the finals, 2 out of 3 years?
Yeah.
08 and then 10, I believe. Because 09 was Orlando, right?
They played the 7 and 8 maybe?
So 7, 8, and then Orlando was there 8, 9.
Yeah. Because Heat were, so you may be right.
It was
10.
1 year,
It might
skip
be
a year,
10,
and then
yeah.
another year. So yeah. And then I remember some guy being like, man, just Kobe, just great, just so good, man. It's just so smooth. He's just a better shooter than Ray Allen, especially from three. And I looked at him, I'm like, okay, look, man, Kobe's a better player, but Ray Allen, specifically from three, is one of the best shooters of all time, one of the highest percentages of all time.
Yeah.
Silky smooth. You know about it.
He might be the highest, isn't he?
Arguably.
He might actually
again,
be.
we don't
He
have
may
the numbers in
broken
front
that
of us. Why
record.
would we?
Yeah.
So, I had to pull up the numbers and tell the guy, essentially, that he was an idiot. But yeah, people just, how hard is it to just...
Well, the same guy was like, you know what, dude? I got Demarius Thomas on. He's always open, dude. Like, I'm expecting like 15 targets tonight. I'm like, I actually don't think they're going to throw that much to him. He's kind of he's a possession receiver, and they're like, dude, like all game he's like wide open. They're not throwing. I'm like, well, I mean, is all game he was wide open? Like nobody was near him all game. Nobody noticed all game.
So did you catch
he was
this,
wide open.
Did you catch this last night in the league that we're in?
Yeah.
Your boy that had Demarius Thomas was losing the entire game.
Yeah.
Demarius got that last pass,
I did.
won by 1 point.
I saw that, yeah.
How salty is that guy?
Probably salty.
Probably salty.
I just think you need to pass some sort of a common sense football test before you're allowed to draft a fantasy team. And or you're just not allowed to talk out loud.
Sure. So I mean, we can spin this a couple ways with a lot of different things in life, whether it be football,
Let's spin it.
Athletic events.
Okay.
Would you without giving everything away here,
I'll keep it all in.
right? Keep it all in. We know some people that have signed up to do some physical activities
Yeah.
that we probably think maybe shouldn't be signing up to do
Yeah.
these physical activities based off of what we see.
Yeah.
So one could say that maybe they should pass some type of common sense athletic prowess type test before they hop into.
I have an update on this, actually.
Oh, great!
I have an
What do you
update
got?
on this. And so this is going to be less
We're
interesting.
taking another sip of the 4.2 here.
This is going to be less interesting to the people who are listening because we're talking in code here.
Yeah.
But one of the individuals you're talking about probably dropped about 20 LBs. No joke. Probably down a 20 spot.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not tracking the regimen.
So based off what I know, and based off the caloric intake
Yeah.
of liquids,
Yeah. A lot of
And
lot of
lipids.
liquidity. A lot of lipids, liquids.
based off what I've seen with my eyes
Yeah.
and what you've seen with your eyes,
Yeah.
the intake has
Yeah.
that intake decreased?
So-
Are we in a caloric deficit?
I haven't seen a lot of intake of late.
So there's been no take.
Not that I have seen. One of the go-to beverages seems to have been removed from the arsenal.
Wow. Is that a darker brown?
It's a darker brown, quick little situation. Wow. So I didn't notice it at first. It was brought to my attention by somebody else who was like, "Hey, I think there's something happening here." And
Underscore?
I was like, "Okay, no."
Meek Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not sure. I don't think I see that." And then like 2 days later, I'm like, "You know what? You're right on." And then
Are we talking like waist, face, neck, arms, like everything?
Clearly waist.
Clearly waist. Okay,
Clearly
good.
waist.
Good.
Yeah, you're gonna need a finger there. Well, clear. So what's happening here is as the soundboard turned off, so I'm helping Berbs out there. No, clearly waist.
Okay.
Clearly
so real
waist.
quick, he was big on the belt going around multiple times anyway.
Still doing that.
I think the belt was like a bungee cord.
It's loose. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's in the same space. So update.
How hard
on
is that, by the way, just to get the right belt?
That's a great question. I mean,
Here's the thing,
it's
guys.
not
If you're a 30, you get a 32. You always go one size up. How do guys not know this?
well, I have the cheat belt. You got the same kind of
I have
belt.
the cheat
I have
belt
the
too.
cheat
Yeah,
belt
they
too.
make the cheat belt where
Yeah.
every prong, it's just boom. It's idiot proof.
It's there's no holes in the in the belt there.
Put a post of that on there on our thing.
Of the belt. Let me write that down.
Of the cheat
belt post. Okay.
Cheat belt, yeah.
Okay.
So guys know.
All right, I'm gonna get that out there. So yeah, I'm just done with fantasy football guy. I'm also done with fantasy football guy who takes fantasy football way too seriously.
It depends.
Like way too seriously.
I mean,
like,
if we're in week 2 and week 3,
8-9 leagues.
That's too much. That's too much.
On like has Matthew Berry fantasy alerts on his phone. Like that guy just wait. What are you gonna get? Like sure, there's some leagues where you get monetary situations.
You got hooked up this week.
I did. Great week for me. I think it's a 20 spot if I have that right.
Yeah.
And just way too into this thing. And like, what are you gonna get long term? Hey man, I went 2-5 this year in my league. Like, okay, congratulations.
The best is me and my boy. We stop at a local gas station. Clear my throat there on air. No worry about that.
Yeah.
We stop at a local gas station on our way back to the office, and this guy's just like, "Yo, man, 3-0 in all my leagues."
Yeah.
This was last week.
Sure.
And he's like, "I got 4 leagues, 3-0 in all of them."
That's 12-0.
Yeah. And I just want to go up to be like, you know what? Update your LinkedIn. Bullet point.
Is that Lincoln worthy?
For these guys, I think it is.
Now listen, I know you're now big in the recruiting game.
Big.
So if you pull up a LinkedIn profile and
Yeah.
you're like Harvard, okay, cool, yeah,
Sure.
18 years experience, blah blah blah, certificate. Ooh, fantasy football champion 2014 and 16.
Yeah.
Are you hitting that guy up? Little in mail?
I'm going to in-mail him and say he's a loser.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a great day.
So he can't.
No, absolutely not.
Even if he's super qualified.
No, he's probably not qualified if that's the case. By the way, secret creeper alert. I was doing some recon today.
Yeah.
And I found out somebody that works in your building upstairs actually went to Harvard School of Business.
Okay.
Look into that.
All right.
I can't give it all away because, proprietary reasons.
Yeah.
Proprietary reasons.
I'm going to do a lot of research.
Yeah. I'll tell you off air.
Yeah. There's only like 4 people up there these days, so it shouldn't be hard to figure that out.
Oh, there's that. It's a girl.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
She's got blonde hair.
All right. Okay.
So it's the one of two now.
Yeah, that's
you should
fair.
be able to knock that out.
I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't get fantasy football guy. I don't get fantasy guy. Just do it. Have fun with it, man. If you win some money, win some money. Draft a good team. Is there a lot of skill involved? Sure, a good waiver wire situations. Yeah. But are you walking around like pumping your chest out like, hey man, like fantasy league winner right over here?
It's like what that old DraftKings commercial was. Like everybody wants to find that sleeper and be the first to be like, I knew about Jimmy John before anybody else did.
Yeah.
But
is he good, by the way? Does he play for the Rams? Who's he?
Jimmy John?
Yeah.
Ask Meek.
Do you have him?
Ask C. Meek.
Okay.
She knows about Jimmy John.
Jimmy John. See, I'm going to write that one down. C. Meek.
Jimmy John's.
And Jimmy John's.
Coupons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just, again, fantasy guy, just knock it off.
Down.
Just stay in your lane. If you don't know much about football, just say, hey, I've got Drew Brees tonight. I really need 816 points because I drafted that poorly. You think I got a shot? And I'll be like, God, no. And you'll be like, great, I'll see you later. And let's just move on with our lives.
Yeah.
How you
doing in the other league, by the way?
2-2.
So 3-1 and then 2-2.
3-1, 2-2.
That's exactly my record.
Yeah.
Inversely.
3-1, 2-2.
Yeah.
Just hold my own there. Had not my favorite team. My running back situation was a little jacked up. Giovanni Bernard helped out, but now he's injured. T.Y. Hilton, he's injured apparently.
Yeah.
Julio Jones doesn't ever catch touchdowns, so feel free to step in there whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it's funny. My one of my guys was just like, the first year playing fantasy, and he's just like, hey, what do I do? So every week he's been asking me questions. So I've been giving him some pointers, and he was just like, I think I got to sit Julio. And this was coming into this week, I guess, because I guess for a couple of weeks he hasn't done much.
Yeah, no,
I'm just like, well, rule of thumb, you always start your big guns, like, no matter what.
Get him in there. Get the guns in there.
But he was just really debating, like, I think I got to sit Julio. And I'm like, I think you're an idiot.
Call him an idiot,
Well, I mean, is it earned? Is it owed?
It seems to be a backward strategy, yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Well, so that brings me something else I did want to talk about today that happened to me recently. I've noticed it a lot lately, and I've decided in life I'm going to stop doing this.
You're going to stop doing something?
I'm going to stop doing this. Yeah,
not drinking.
Well, no, but I mean, do something smart here. Here's the thing: I've noticed a lot of people of late when they want to tell you something, they started off with something good. Right, so they'll be like, yeah, Eddie, no offense, but I'll handle this one.
Okay.
Or you know what, Eddie, with all due respect, like I think I can understand.
So they try to politely tell you that you're stupid.
My new favorite one is you'll be talking about something like, yeah, we got to do this. Like, look, Eddie, I know you're a smart guy, but I think we really need to focus on that.
Right.
They just called you an idiot, right?
Right. No, absolutely.
Like, why do we do that? Like, is it, are we just so afraid to tell people that like what we think of them? So you just want to butter them up? Is it the person who's giving that feedback, that commentary, just not confident in themselves?
So I don't know. I'm going to switch gears a little bit, staying along the same topic.
Right.
I don't know if you remember this. We had an event planned last year. We were actually going to Vegas for a company event, and somebody had come up to Meek,
okay,
and was like, "Hey, I've got this idea," and she wasn't too fond. Of the idea.
Yeah.
And she was like, good idea.
Yeah.
But to your point, she basically was just like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Without calling her an idiot.
Yeah.
But, why do we... I don't know why we do that. Would you be more mad if you said something, and let's just say I was your boss, which, again, this is fantasy all along here.
Clearly, yeah. Clearly.
Yeah. So I'm your boss, or I'm your superior, and you say something. Would you be more happy or more... accepting of the fact if I was just like, Adam, that's a dumb idea? Or would you want me to be like, hey, Adam, good thought, good idea, however, and then kind of just indirectly kind of dumb?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you, as my boss, are you an idiot?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Okay. So that would be my thing.
Is your current boss an idiot?
No, super smart guy.
Okay.
If I was working for somebody who I knew didn't have a good ideas and wasn't a good boss,
sure,
and they're like, Adam, real quick, I think you're a moron, I'd have a problem with that.
Okay.
But if somebody's in the position to call me a moron, and in fact I am a moron compared to them, fair. Owed, earned, done. I'm in.
I agree.
But if you're gonna you're gonna come over and be like, hey, Adam, you're kind of an idiot,
Right.
and then in fact you're an idiot, then if we're going Fred live, like then I can't take that.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking about it, so it's just like, oh yeah, I got an idea here, blah 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 blah. With all due respect,
Yeah.
when you lead with that, then yeah, you're coming at them.
Yeah, you basically said there's no respect there, right?
There's no respect. No.
Yeah, so you don't really.
You're just
respect
trying
the
to be
person.
nice. You're trying to be corporately nice for no reason.
Well, so you're doing a lot of conversations with strangers these days, right?
I am.
Do you find yourself now going out of your way to be nice to them? So let's say you're talking to somebody and they're like, sir, I really interested in this and yada yada. Or you're like, hey, listen, I really like what I'm seeing here. Unfortunately, I think we're looking for somebody with a little bit more experience in life. Like, are you softening the blow? Kind of like you, or are you just like, wow, this resume's crap, man? Wow, 2 whole years at Zack State. Congratulations! I remember when I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah. So
what are you doing?
Yeah. So true story. Last week we had a young lady come up to our booth, and
Wait, what kind of booth? What kind of booth we at?
oh, we got booths.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're at events.
Okay.
Chico State asked about me.
Okay. Well.
And she was doing like some type of like computer sciences. Had nothing to do with anything that we were offering.
Okay.
So she comes up and she's just like, oh, I'm doing computer science.
I heard you.
And I'm just like, okay, well, don't know if we have anything for you, but feel free to sign up and you could take our pamphlet and here's some intern information. I was like, I don't know if we're gonna have anything for you, but anything could happen. She kind of just chuckled because she also knew that there was really no point for her to sign up. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty direct.
But did you tell her like, hey, look, I'm looking at your resume and you have 0 experience for this job. I don't even know why you're here right now.
No, I didn't say that.
Is that impolite?
That's not nice.
So is that we're trying to be polite is what we're doing when we do
We're
this kind
trying
of
to
thing.
loosely be polite, even though we know that we're trying to just be mean.
Isn't that just code though? For don't most people realize when you say that's just code for?
That's the thing. I don't think most people do realize. So if it's you and me sitting in a room
Yeah.
and we have an idea, let's say you and me are working on a team.
Yeah.
We've got an idea. We present it to so and so may not be smarter than us, but maybe this person's in a superior position than we are. And they break us off with with all due respect, or hey, I like your idea, but
Yeah.
I think you and me are going to know what that really means.
Yeah.
But the average Joe,
Average Joe's not picking that up.
I don't know, probably not.
I just wonder if we just had how there's a day for everything. There's International Chocolate Day. There's Beer Day. There's Pumpkin Day. If we just had a not be nice to everybody day.
Yeah. When's beer day at your house? Every day?
It actually just passed. It was last week, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
good.
International Beer Day. I don't know if you knew that. Actually, Mr. Canker _ is the one who told me that. Of
course. What do you go with, a 12.8?
Probably. But if we just had International Don't Be Nice to People Day, how do you think we as a society do?
Well, that's just every other day because typically people just aren't nice to people.
Was that right?
There's
Well, I think there's a lot of fake nice though.
There's a lot of fake nice. It's few and far in between. It's easier to be mean. It's easier to make fun of somebody. It's easier to just kick them while they're down. People don't go around just giving out compliments.
And which camp were you in, by the way?
I've been in both camps.
You've been in both camps. I mean,
Yeah.
if you had to spend time in one more than the other.
In my older age now, I'm all pro positivity.
You're a positivity guy.
All
Okay.
pro positivity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just like, hey, I know you just fell on the
Keep your
ground
head
off your
up.
bike, but great job. It's gonna
Yeah.
be okay. Hey, get
Yeah.
that helmet back on.
Yeah.
Those handlebars will correct themselves. You be you. You be you.
You be you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a new leaf for you.
A lot of leaves.
A lot of leaves for you. Okay.
It's fall.
It is. Is it fall? Yeah, it is
It's
indeed
coming
fall.
up. Yeah. Leaves are falling.
Yeah, leaves are falling. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, this is a new Berbs, a more mature Berbs, and I'm not sure what to do with that.
I'm still trying to figure out, what that looks like as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just looking through the sounders.
Yeah,
here,
you're
trying,
on the sounders right
trying to
here.
grab a sounder
Is
here.
this show good? Do you think anyone's listening to this?
Probably not.
Okay.
Where are we at?
33? Yeah, we're 33.
Yeah, we lost listeners already.
All right, let's get them back because I think this topic here is going to spark some debate.
Yeah, I'm liking what you're doing here on the show sheets. Real quick, I'm
Yeah.
still seeing the EPs haven't really changed. I thought we talked about this on episode like 8 or 9.
What are we doing?
Just making sure the EPs are really EPs.
Yeah.
There's a couple on here that I don't agree with.
Yeah. Well, some of them actually lost the EP title, if you notice.
Yeah, but they're under the producer line.
Yeah.
So it's,
as official as this show sheet is, it's got a logo and everything.
you filing these?
I do have a binder.
As you should.
I do have a binder over
As
here.
you
Yeah.
should.
Mrs. E, shout out to Mrs. E. She got me the binder.
She really thought she was gonna fill in for me.
So here's the thing, real quick. So Berbs is on a hiatus. I got some new toys here.
Real
Would
quick.
you let me? Okay. Now
I'm sorry. You got toys? No wonder why Mrs. E wanted to fill in. Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
What do you got?
No, go ahead.
You said real quick, and then you start.
I lost it.
Okay, so real quick,
Yeah.
I got the soundboard here.
Yep.
I got a voicemail situation I was testing out, which we're gonna do in a second.
Okay.
We got a listener voicemail.
Hold on, real quick.
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we got a voicemail situation. We got the soundboard here.
Yep.
So I was like, I got to test all this stuff out to see like if it works, if you can hear it, how it sounds. And so I needed somebody in the second chair. I needed to mic in. I just want to make sure it would sound good. So I was like, Mrs. E, like, quick little show for me real quick. Sit down. Let's do it. Let's do a little show. So we did about 17 minutes of a solid show. And I was like, you know what? That wasn't terrible. And
She had data?
No, I mean, it's what I'm used to.
Was she awake?
Yes, wide awake.
Was she vacuuming?
No.
Okay.
Again, it's very similar to our show, except she has ovaries.
Good.
I'll give you a highlight. One of the highlights of the show is she was eating some cereal.
Okay.
She pounded this bowl of cereal while I'm talking. I'm doing my intro, and she's just over here, just flake.
Sure.
I'm like, what are you eating there? And she's like, oh, this is a protein cereal. I'm like, where's the protein? She's like, it's in the flakes. I'm like, aren't those carbs? And she's like, no, it's protein. Okay, good. So it's pretty much like the show.
Yeah,
we do
it's
today.
just one and the same.
Yeah, so it wasn't terrible. So I shopped it around. I let a few people listen to it, just like, hey, is this terrible or is it just me? Got some reviews. Got some good reviews.
Who'd you get it from?
Some people we know. Some people on the ZP line here.
Huh.
Some people on the ZP line.
What'd he say?
So actually, initially, so a little behind this, we're gonna take you behind the scenes here of the Guys Like Us show.
Yeah.
One of the constant conflicts we have of the show is Berbs feels like he's never heard. He wants his volume higher. He wants his gain higher.
Well, to be
Needless
fair,
to say, all he's got to do is show up and talk into the microphone. It's not hard, but he wants me to touch all these buttons, move some stuff around.
you're the soundboard.
I'm the sound guy, so I'm moving a lot of stuff around for him,
Yeah.
right? And so when Mrs. E and I started the show, she wasn't comfortable, so she was all back here talking like this. And I'm like, we got get close to the mic, get close to the mic, get close to the mic.
Yeah.
And Mr. Kangaroo _
50
was
past the
like,
mic.
dude, take it easy. you were a little fired up. Oh. So he kind of admonished me. He felt like I was a little harsh with Mrs.
I could
E
see
out of the
that.
gate.
I could see
because,
you doing that.
Look, I got PTSD about the microphone thing. So I was
I know
like,
you
I'm going to
do.
need you on the mic. Get to the mic. You went to the mic. So that was his first feedback.
Okay, great.
Other than that, the show wasn't bad. What's up, gang? Adam from the Guys Like Us show back here. Wanted to give you some more details on what's going on with Audible. So for you, the listeners of the Guys Like Us podcast, Audible is willing to hook you up with a free audiobook download and, get this, a free 30-day trial to give you an opportunity to check out their service. Now, a guy like me, I enjoy a good book myself, and Audible has some of my favorite authors on there. You might want to check out my guy John Grisham. You might want to check out my guy John Sanford, maybe my guy Joseph Finder. Those are all good authors. You want to go on their site. You want to check that out. Find one of their books. You can download it for free today if you go to audibletrial.com/the Guys Like Us. Again, that's audibletrial.com/the Guys Like Us. And we're off topic here too. So.
Yeah, let's reel it in.
Well, one of the things I did want to talk about too. So, I saw a commercial recently, and it was a promotion for the channel ABC. Are you familiar with that channel? Okay, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
ABC.
You got your cables down.
Got it.
And back when you and I were Utes, youngsters.
Yeah.
There was a little Friday night situation. Most Friday.
TGIF.
TGIF, baby. And they're trying to bring TGIF back.
You ever notice how it used to be Thank God It's Friday, and then they changed it to Thank Goodness It's Friday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
man.
really? We
Yeah.
can't, you know.
Man. We're not mature enough for that.
People are stupid.
We're not mature enough. And so now they're bringing back a bunch of new crappy shows. And so I was like, well, this is crap. But then, it got me thinking, the heyday of TV when you and I were growing up, there were some solid shows out there back in the day.
Solid.
Exactly. So I feel like the people need to know us a little bit better. And so I want to run through both of our top 5 TV shows from the 90s, early 2000s.
Can I get this in real quick?
You might as well.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So you don't want to do that?
I do want to do it.
You
I
do
just
want to do that.
I just
Okay.
wanted to press that sounder, but go for it.
Okay, so let's run through. I'm gonna go 5. You're gonna go 5.
Okay.
I think they need to understand what our top 5 shows were from our youth, our young days.
I got a number 1.
90s,
It's
2000.
not-
Well, you want to go 5 to 1, by the way. You tease them.
Man, that's
You know
tough.
about teasing them.
So if I do that,
You know about teasing them. And I've got you. So Berbs, you guys can't see this. Maybe I'll tweet this out or put this on the IG. Berbs actually prepared a couple lists of shows here. He's got some solids on
I
here.
got so many.
Yeah.
5 to 1. Okay. 5. Again, not so much a series like, repetitive, like one show leads into the next and you got to stay tuned type deal.
Okay.
So just kind of random newness every time. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay.
What you know about that?
Not much.
Nickelodeon.
Not much. I mean, I've probably seen it before, but it's been.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been a minute.
That's back when I was like 10.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
In that vector.
All right, fair. Good for you.
Do you know what they did there?
Yeah. So my number
great.
5 is well, maybe we should do the sounders here. Maybe hold on. I want to.
You get your board up because I don't even know.
Loosely on your lap here.
Yeah.
So you went. What was your show again?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. I can't co-sign that.
Oh wow.
I can't co-sign that.
Okay.
Okay. But
What do you
so my number 5 show, little show called Cheers. Filmed in a bar, okay.
I'm surprised that's 5.
Sam Malone, little Woody Harrelson situation.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson. That's I think that's where he got his start. One of his starts.
Are you sure it's Woody Harrelson?
I'm 100,000% positive.
Okay.
Yeah,
I trust you.
Woody Harrelson. Cheers. This was more like late '80s, early '90s. So I was a youngin' watching this thing.
Yeah, you were a youth.
It was a solid show though. It was certainly a solid show.
Yeah.
And so that's my number 5 is Cheers. I mean, since I have the board now, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of this. Thank you. Yeah. Good show. Wait for it. Hold on. It's not done.
I need to make sure you don't take any of mine though.
Okay.
Because you got some of mine on there. Or you got
I do have. Probably you and I have at least one common one, but it's fine.
Okay. Well, my number 1's my number 1. So, so coming into the 4th spot again.
That was an accident.
This is what we're doing.
That was an accident. I just wanted to. I'm so excited about your show.
Okay. Here's what we're doing. 4 again. So many good choices here. 4-piece. Boy Meets World.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know what?
Thank you.
I got you there.
Thank you.
Back in the Topanga.
Topanga.
That was the whole reason you watched that show.
She had something.
What'd she have?
She had something.
There were things there.
Well, yeah. She had something.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I'm gonna go. This one's kind of actually still on TV. Now my 4 is gonna be Full House.
Yeah, that's fake on TV. That's not real deal.
Oh.
Don't clap for that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
I could do that one.
Okay, thank you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Original Full House. Danny Tanner. Back in the day, the dudes.
Joey Gladstone.
Who's my dude that still looks exactly the same
John
now?
Stamos, baby.
God, he looks good.
It's all that Dan and Oikos yogurt he's eating. I mean, that stuff's just gold, man. Just gold.
Stamos is solid, right?
He's solid.
Okay.
He's still getting it done. I don't know. He's like 60.
Oh, he's still
He's
swinging.
still getting it done.
No, he's all kinds of
Getting it done. Okay.
He's still slaying.
Okay.
He's the real slayer.
Okay. Oh.
I got a slayer question later, by the way. Don't let me forget.
Bring it in.
Sold it. Bought it. Sold it.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Yeah. 3 spot. Again, good stuff here. Step by step. Step by step.
If I can't get Full House, you can't get by Step by Step. It was the same show.
It's not. Yeah, but this one was okay. Sure.
It was the same show. If I can't get Full House, you can't get Step by Step.
You're not wrong.
My number 3, you don't have on your list here, actually.
Okay.
I hope you've seen this show. There's really one reason to watch the show back in the day. I'm going with the Wonder Years. My guy Kevin Arnold. With your girl, Winnie Cooper.
So shouts to Mrs. Once this thing stops clapping.
Yeah, you can talk over.
Take your time. Mrs. B loves her some Wonder Years.
Wonder Years is a solid show.
Loves
solid show.
Years,
Kevin
yeah.
Arnold, Winnie Cooper. There was some good stuff on that show.
Yeah.
That's my 3.
You know, I'm gonna stick 90s. I'm gonna give some love to these other ones after. So 2 spot. You're gonna respect this. Family Matters.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you.
It's kind of in the Full House Step by Step realm.
Just urban.
What do you mean? Urkel was annoying though.
Sure, but Stefan.
That was your guy?
Was he not smooth?
No,
Stefan was smooth.
not really. No, I don't.
No?
So my 2 spot. I mean, I'm gonna clap for it now because it's such a good show. There were so many versions of the show.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell.
Wow, you're
Saved
gonna
by the
take
Bell.
my number
Is that
one.
your number 1?
That's my
Saved by
number
the Bell
one.
2 spot.
Wow.
The college years. Sneaky underrated.
Not in my book.
Kelly Kapowski was getting it done.
Properly rated.
She was definitely properly rated. I feel like you were probably more of a Jesse Spano kind.
No.
I'm so excited. That's not you.
And I just no.
Wow.
By the way, shouts out to Lisa Turtle and her horrible surgery. I feel kind of bad for her.
Yeah.
She got kind of, got the short end of the stick on that.
There's some things happening that shouldn't be happening there.
Yeah.
So what's your number 1?
Well, now that you've ruined it, my one was Saved by the Bell. And what I was gonna say is my mom made me some overalls back in the day. So my mom's a seamstress.
Okay.
Little fun fact.
Okay.
And Zach Morris had him some overalls.
He did rock those.
A lot of overalls.
Yeah.
He had the LA gears.
He did have the log gears. He had the cons too.
He had the cons. He had the LA gears. I rocked those.
What? Try that again.
Mama B.
Mama
Berbs.
B. Okay.
Mama
The
Berbs.
original Mrs. B.
Yeah, original Mrs. B.
Okay.
She made me some overalls. And current Mrs. B, my wife, makes fun of me all the time about it.
As she should.
But I was rocking them.
Do you still have those?
I had the one
I'm
on,
gonna need pictures.
The one strap on, the one strap off. I'll get you the picture, baby.
I'm gonna need those because if
might
I
have
see
it
you,
on-
if I see you with those, then you're getting.
Stop it. Get some help.
If I see you with those, you're getting that. Just so you're aware.
Well, they don't fit anymore, so you're not going to see me with them.
Okay. Well, if I did, that's what you're gonna get. So my number one.
I might sneaky have this photo.
And this is going viral. My number one, it's gonna get some controversy. This was my show back in the day. I am proud or embarrassed. I'm not sure what to tell you that I've seen every single episode of this show. I could probably recap all of them for you as well.
Friends.
No, I actually have seen all of Friends too, and I could also do this.
Seinfeld.
As well. Most of Seinfeld as well.
Okay.
This is more in the embarrassing. Again, we were Utes genre. Seen every one of these bad boys.
Do I have it on my list?
You don't have it.
Okay.
I don't think you're ready for it.
What do you got?
I think we even have. I'd have to confirm this. I think we even have the box sets back when they made DVDs. I think we got the full series box sets of this bad one in case you ever need them.
You going to get on with it?
I am. You want to take a guess, man? Do you have any clue?
I just gave you like 4 guesses. You said
what
not
I
all
got
of them.
to. And shout out to my guy UCF Mike, who does my UCF show with me. He also knows this. That's a quality shirt you got right there. 90210. I done seen them all. In college, bro, we used to binge watch that thing on FX all the time.
To be fair, obviously, if you look at the numbers don't lie.
I saw the numbers.
Men lie? Women lie.
Numbers don't, though.
Numbers don't.
All solids.
Thank you.
90210. I've seen them all.
You're not mad. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not mad at you.
Seen them all. Because Kelly Kapowski,
Crossover.
Valerie Malone on that show, she got in there.
So I've got the picture of the overalls.
I'm going to need to see this.
You could see it now. My boy, Chris, he was such
I'm going to
big
need you
boy.
to text that to me so I can get that on
No,
my IG account.
no.
What do you mean no?
I
I'll
can't
blur it
text-
out.
No,
I'll blur it out.
I'll show it to you right now.
Okay.
You want to see it?
I do. Oh. That's you. Hold on. You look legit like Zach Morris. That cannot be you.
That's me.
Why's your hair's blonde there?
Yeah, I mean, I was...
One more time. I won't touch it. Well, that too.
That's me.
Oh, wow. Who's this guy?
That's my boy Chris, man.
So your guy?
They used to pick on him. He's my boy, though. He's my neighbor.
So you have the sweatshirt tied around the waist? Good luck back in the day.
If you notice, he's also got staining on his shirt.
I didn't want to ask if that was a stain.
So that's my dude, Chris.
Wow, I'm gonna
Chris,
need, what do I gotta do to get that?
real quick, Chris Evola.
Yeah.
I'm full name dropping because
You
I haven't
just
seen
did.
him in 25 years.
Oh, wow.
If we can find this guy or if he's somehow into the pod.
Okay.
So as you'll notice, there's cows in the background there. We were on a school field trip.
Yeah.
Went to a dairy farm. I was rocking my Zach Morris overalls.
Well, that was in public? I just thought it was like your house or something.
I'm all
I
public.
figured you live at a farm.
No, I'm public, baby. I'm public.
Weren't you
And
gonna?
that's my boy, my neighbor Chris Evola. He was my dude.
Wow.
I remember me and him. We were good friends, best friends back in the day. That was my guy.
Wow.
Haven't seen him in, like I said, 20, 25 years.
What happened to him? I mean, it's a mystery. We gotta figure that
I
out.
could probably look him up right now, but
Okay.
I'm not going to do all that.
All right. Well, so we'll put these lists out. So get at me with your 90210 stuff. Listen,
me.
I don't know what your problem's going to be with that show. Quality show back in the day. Actually,
let me give
my
some.
sister got me into that show, and then college really picked it up. Mrs. E's seen most of them with me too. We may have some of the DVR real quick. I can pull it up for you.
I don't need them. So real quick, just some love out there. USA High,
Yeah.
knockoff Saved by the Bell,
Knockoff,
essentially.
yeah.
Dawson's Creek,
Also, knockoff 90210.
yeah, One Tree Hill.
Knockoff 90210. That's
Friends we talked about. This is more 2000s and has
Did you actually watch One Tree Hill, by the way?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here was the thing annoying about that show. I remember when it first came out, I was like, okay, clearly as you can tell, I'm into some of these teen drama, soap
Sure.
opera things. Love me some basketball. I'm like, oh crap, a
Dude.
basketball show. I'm in.
Yeah.
Couple things. The one dude, Luke, couldn't shoot to save, could not play basketball.
Chad
to save his
Michael
life.
Murray?
Yes, couldn't play
Right.
basketball to save his life.
Right.
But it was
if you
like painfully obvious.
If you ever noticed, they always like would cut away
Yes,
from him
totally.
doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the brother,
Yeah, James Lafferty.
what's his Scott? What was his name in the show? Mrs. B would know this.
Mrs. E would know.
Lucas
this too.
Scott? No, Lucas was Chad Michael Murray.
Nathan.
Nathan Scott.
Yeah.
He could ball.
Yeah, he could play. He actually
could play.
played. James Lafferty. He actually plays a little bit.
Yeah, he could
So
play.
the first season I watched it, and Mrs. E was big into it. So I'm like, I'm with you. And they pretty much didn't play basketball after that.
Right.
Like they were on the team, but we never actually saw any there. And probably because the producer was like, hey, Chad, can you come here real quick? Hey, we realized you suck at basketball.
Rest in peace, Chad Michael Murray's career, by the way.
Is it dead?
Have
He
you
was
seen
so
him?
he was with Sophia Bush. Not bad.
I know about that.
And then there was a quick little breakup situation.
she sounds
quick
like a
little
man,
cheating.
though. She's so raspy.
That's
It's just the
that's
chapstick commercials.
That's holding you back.
I'm taken for. I'm spoken for.
All right, so One Tree Hill. That's what.
And then this one has really nothing to do with the whole teeny bopper kind of drama.
Yeah, I noticed that on the list. I was like, this is an interesting.
Yeah, Dexter.
Dexter, you went
Great show.
Yeah.
Minus the finale. That was
When was that out though? Is that on the time
range?
range?
2000s, like 07 to.
I mean, well, is that Sopranos time range?
I think so.
Are you Sopranos guy?
Spoiler alert. Never seen any of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's holding you back?
Just haven't really cared.
You got an HBO Go account or something?
I got to go.
You can check them out.
I stay go.
I don't even know what all I can say to that is just
Wow.
yeah, it's just wow.
Yeah.
That you've never seen those. Okay, well those are our lists.
Good list.
I can't think anyone's going to argue with these.
No, I mean, Saved by the Bell's coming in 1 and 2 respectively for
Yeah.
you and me. I mean, I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're all
902
set.
and 0. Nobody's gonna throw an eyebrow to that.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to be received. If it's a solid show. Solid show. We have another new feature of the show too. So I try to throw this out on IG.
Well, you're unplugging stuff.
I'm unplugging some stuff. You're not ready for this. Listen. As you can tell by just listening to us for the last couple of shows, clearly we have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good things. I realize we can help a lot of people. So I put a call out there. If you guys have questions for the guys, we'd be happy to take your questions. Right?
Oh, we got calls.
We got one.
Okay, good.
We got one. So I'm gonna play it for you. And
Real quick, any emails coming in yet?
A little loose. I mean, maybe
Loose.
the inbox is send receive.
Yep.
Maybe jammed up. So we did get one call into the Guys Like Us hotline.
Yeah, we still got the B block here.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay. And so this young gentleman called and has needs some help from us. So I'm gonna play his question for you real quick. Here you go.
Hey guys, it's Banjo. I got another question. So I'm making my Tinder profile, and it's asking for my height. So as you know, I'm 5'2". Do I put it on there that I'm 5'2", or do I wait till the date? Need some help, guys. Thanks.
So Banjo, vertically challenged,
Right.
getting that Tinder profile updated, which is probably a good idea, by the way.
Is he really 5'2"? I thought it was like 5'4".
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, sure.
And so he's wondering, what does he do with the height there?
So I'm not in the Tinder universe.
Okay.
I was gonna say the Twitterverse, but Tinderverse here. I'm not in the Tinder scene.
Yeah.
I don't do the swipes or anything like that. So, but what I've heard and what I would venture to guess is that, from what I understand with that app or whatever it is, people just hook up on that, right?
I think that's the whole goal of that.
It's not your eHarmonies of the world where you're trying to find love, right? You're just trying to find love for a couple hours.
I mean, I think maybe there's some people who think that they're going to find somebody, but mostly that's not going to happen.
My assumption is that on the Tinders of the world, you're probably not being truthful anyway.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he was like, hey, 5'10",
Yeah.
he's
not.
And I understand. And he shows up and she's just like, hey, you said 5'10", but, your forehead's at my chin.
Yeah.
Then, we might have some problems.
Well, we're going to have big problems. I mean, I think...
So are we going to tell him to lie and then he gets jammed up? Well, first of all, is anybody going to swipe? What do you swipe left or right for good?
you swipe right on that.
For good?
For good. I think swiping right is the positive. That means you're interested in
So let's say a chick swipes right.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Baby. Right? Yeah, okay.
She swipes right.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, this guy 5'10", I'm into Asians. This is my guy.
Well, he didn't actually... That wasn't in the voicemail.
No, but we know who he is.
Okay.
We know who he is.
Okay.
And, they meet up. What happens when there's, 8-inch disparity?
You're an idiot.
That's probably what he gets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he go in at 5'2" and hope that he gets a couple swipes?
Yeah, I think he either goes in at 5'2", does the Honest Abe situation.
Sure.
Which, by the way, Kanye West said today he's not sure if Abe Lincoln was white or black. I don't know if you heard that. It's a true story. I'm not making that up.
So Kanye West is not sure.
He's not sure
if Honest Abe was white or black.
That's correct. So I think either he goes in honest,
Yeah.
or he leaves it blank. I don't know if it's an option. I've never been on Tinder personally. I don't know if that's an option.
Yeah.
If you can leave it blank or not.
But I think what's his profile pic look like? Like a selfie, just of his face? Is it full body? And they see that he's no taller than a mailbox. I mean, what does that look like?
I mean, I hope he's just zooming right on the face there.
Yeah. I'm with you. I say you go clean. You go honest.
Yeah.
Hey, look, 5'2". This is me. Accept me for who I am. Maybe get a couple swipes.
Yeah.
And you go from there.
I mean, you might get that.
I mean, a guy's got a lot of personality. Seems like a real winner.
Yeah.
Seems like he could do a lot of things. Yeah, I say you go in clean. 5'2". Let him know.
Okay.
Keep it clean.
Okay. So, Banjo, if you're listening to this, Berbs is advising you just be honest.
Yep.
Tell the Tinder world, universe, I'm not sure what that is, that you are indeed 5'2".
Well, here's what we do.
What do we do?
Well,
Dramatic pause.
Yeah, let's keep it clean.
Is it dirty?
Tell them what we just did. It gets dirty.
Okay.
A couple hours. Maybe he makes a couple profiles. A couple different pictures. Obviously, it's the same guy.
Oh.
He does a 5'10" version.
Wow.
And he does a 5'2" version.
Wow.
And let's see who gets the hits.
Duh. Winning.
There we go. That's a winning idea right there.
Right?
So double profiles.
Double profs.
Yeah.
Same. Well, different pictures. Obviously, same guy. Some chick with, any type of brain is obviously going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go 5'10s. Maybe 5'10 and a half.
Okay. Well,
Right?
That's not good. That's not get crazy.
So let's go 5'10.
Yeah.
And then you go 5'2s. And you
Okay.
see what that looks like. See what kind of profs you get.
Okay. And so you just pick the ones that you make the most sense for you, whether...
I guess. I mean, I without knowing anything, I'd venture to guess the 5'10 is going to get a couple more swipes.
Is that... So there's a height... Well, what if the girl's like 5'5"?
I don't know, man. There's got to be somewhere in the back of a girl's mind where she's just like, they don't ever want to be taller than a guy. But we see it enough, right? I mean, it happens.
What's Rebecca Lobo do?
I don't know. Is she married?
I think she is.
I would assume she's probably married to an athlete.
I don't know.
She's not married to Andre Agassi.
It's Steffi Graf.
Haas. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is
Yeah.
that Agassi's not very tall. He was dating that model chick back in the day.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she was taller than
I
him.
think they were married.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I happen to be a big tennis fan. I know a lot about tennis.
Okay. We'll save that for another show.
I'm big in the tennis scene.
We'll save that for another show.
I'm big in
So
the tennis
double
scene.
profs, two options. Double profs, 5'10", 5'2", boom.
Okay.
That's one option. Option two, which is what I would actually probably do more than not, is just going clean, going honest. 5'2", hey, what's up?
That sounds like good advice.
They're going to like you for you. They're going to,
That sounds like good advice. I mean, he's going to have a couple options. He's either going to get this one,
You are one pathetic loser.
Yep.
which is very possible, or this one. And both aren't wrong.
Yeah, both aren't wrong.
Both aren't wrong. Well, hey, listen, if you want to get advice from the guys as good as that,
Shout us out.
and be made a fool of, you can either just hit us up on Instagram, let us know your question, hit that email address. Again, that's guyslikeus@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or, get in the DMs. We'll get you hooked up with a voicemail situation if that's what you want to get. You want to get your voice on the show.
Are DMs taken off yet?
We've got a few, actually. Do you check the DMs?
I don't know how. What do I do?
Of course you don't. We've got some things working in there.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you don't have to do it during the show. I mean,
Can I check past DMs?
Yes.
Or do they just, like,
as
go
long as they
away?
didn't delete them? Yes.
By the way, are we getting Dez back?
He said he wanted back.
Well, of course he does.
He said he wants
also
back.
wanted $18 million.
He did win 18 million. Yeah. Well,
we
do we
got-
want him back? So here's the thing. Let's get into a sports.
Well, we
topic
lost
really
Cole
quickly.
Beasley, was our playmaker.
He's out.
Cole Beasley, our playmaker. By the way, I'm doing this
what
quotations
happened to him?
playmaker. How do I check my DMs?
There's a little arrow on the very top right. All the way on the top. No, go back to the home screen. Top right, big arrow.
Okay, big arrow.
You got some combos in there.
Oh, wow. Look, who are you talking to?
Yeah, people. I'm making moves. Listen, when you're on your hiatus and you're over there with like a sore throat,
Wait, you've talked to all these people?
in some form or fashion, yeah,
All right, let me click on this guy. See what you guys were talking about.
some form or fashion.
Okay, yeah, look at you.
I'm trying to make some moves, baby. I'm trying to get us globalized.
Guy like you, I know you got boobs.
Yeah, I mean, so
Anybody asking for me in here?
I mean, you didn't come up. You didn't come up. Yeah,
Fair.
You didn't come up. But you know what did come up though? So Des Bryant, we're talking about Des Bryant. So
Yeah.
Berbs, I know you're plugged into college football. That's
I'm
your
plugged.
thing. We're
I'm
gonna transition to sports now. So for the first 57 minutes, if you hung in there thinking these guys are pretty good at sports, we're back. Are you familiar? Do you know who Kelly Bryant is?
Of course.
Do you want to tell everybody? Or do you want me to do it?
He was the starting quarterback for the Clemson Tigers.
That is correct.
Which, if I recall, I believe he has a record of 26-2. Does that sound right?
That's Jalen Hurts-ish. Yeah, he's in that.
He's in that
realm.
vector,
He's in
right?
that realm. Well, so let me.
But I also know. So real quick, I'm gonna cut you off.
You just
I
did.
also know coming into this year, I watched a lot of footage via YouTube, via just casts of this dude Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. We knew he was gonna be a stud.
You out there scouting?
I get the eye.
Wow.
You know about me.
Okay.
So we knew he was going to be a stud. So
We
I'm
did.
not really surprised. To be fair, I thought he might sit a season, not redshirt, but I thought he would just sit.
Yeah.
And he'd come in, plug and play as a sophomore. But I mean, he's just, he's a stud.
He's balling right now.
Yeah, he's balling hard.
Well, so here's what happens. Just a quick little update for those of you who aren't following. So Kelly Bryant, starter at Clemson, had a really good year last year, led him to the playoff. and came back in. Was supposed to be the starter, and they brought in a stud freshman. This kid's really good, and so they were doing some time splitting situation. And there's a new rule in college football that basically says that you can play 4 games, and after those 4 games, you can offer a red shirt, or you can be red shirted, and you can leave the program.
Yep.
So Kelly Bryant, after game 4, was told he's not the starter anymore.
Stupid rule, by the way.
Backup. Yeah, it is kind of dumb. There's got to be some loopholes there, but so hey, you're not
that itself is the loophole.
Well, there's got to be some percentage of plays you play in the 4 games or something.
Did we ever get any reasoning as to why this new rule came into effect?
No, not really. I think coaches want it, really.
Great.
It's coach-driven sport at that point. And so I think he was like, hey, you're not going to start her. And so Kelly Bryant was like, cool, I'm out.
So if you recall, we talked about this
We did.
a couple episodes ago.
We
I don't
did.
know, 3, 4, 5 episodes ago.
That was us.
And we talked about, what does that look like? Are these guys soft? Are they babies? Are they this, that, or the other? I was on the stance of, suck it up. And I vividly remember saying, people get hurt, and you get inserted back in.
You did say that.
So let's go back in time. I don't know if you got a sounder for that. Let's go back in time.
I got this one.
It's free real estate.
Does that one count?
Probably not.
Okay.
So let's go back in time to Saturday. What happens in the game? Trevor Lawrence rolls out to the left, tries to make a play, gets blasted, injured.
He got blown up.
Yeah. Out for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Guess what, Kelly Bryant? If you were sitting on the sidelines in your jersey ready to go, you would have been in that game.
He's in.
Instead, they threw in a redshirt sophomore, I believe.
That's correct.
Who didn't look good.
It wasn't great.
He made some plays. He had a run at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw that run. A lot of heart.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you're playing for Clemson. You're playing for one of the top 5 powerhouses in college football right now. So obviously, you're not trash.
Yeah.
You're good enough to obviously play on that team. Spoiler alert: Kelly Bryant isn't necessarily an amazing quarterback as much as he is a great football player.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
So
I'll give it that.
I don't understand why you knew you were going to get Trevor Lawrence in here. You knew he was coming in. If you were genuinely concerned about your job at that point, then leave in the offseason.
Yeah.
Or whatever that case may be.
Yeah.
I think this whole you get to play 4 and then decide if you want to come or go, that's pretty stupid to me.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Hurts, switching gears here to Alabama, I think Jalen Hurts brings a lot to that Alabama team. He's playing pretty much half the game nowadays because they're just blowing people out anyway.
Yeah. They had a tough schedule.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, what happens if Tua gets hurt? Blows a hammy, twists an ankle, whatever.
Yeah.
You insert Jalen Hurts. Again, a lot of championship pedigree there.
All
26-2. He knows how to win.
Yeah.
So I believe it was the receiver for Clemson, Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, wow.
That made a comment. I know my stuff. Don't
You've
worry
been
about
doing
me.
some research. Wow.
I'm deep in the DMs.
Wow, okay.
Who basically said if this is
Sorry,
the team,
DM, but okay.
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
He basically was just like, hey, if this is the team you committed to, then this is your team.
Yeah.
So this is almost like professional sports basketball, I would say, where people are just picking and going, where they players are just being able to pick and choose where they want to go.
Yeah,
I'm opting out. I want to go here. I'm not going to sign this. I'm going to go there. Like, there's it's a lot of diva qualities right now.
I think Hunter Renfrow said in that article said it's like the trade deadline.
That's
like
exactly
after the fourth game, he's like a trade deadline. Well, here's the thing. So during the halftime of that game, for some reason, the reporter asked Dabo Swinney, the head coach of Clemson, hey, what about Kelly Bryant? Would you welcome him back? And he was like, yeah, if he wants to come back, I'd have him back. Let me ask you this: if you were on that team,
no,
and Coach Swinney walks in and goes, hey, everybody, just want to let you know, I've changed your heart. Our guy Kelly Bryant's coming back, and you welcome him back?
What is he? Water boy?
No, he's starting quarterback.
Nope.
He can't come back. So once you're done, you're done.
If you're gonna throw a fit that you lost your spot,
yeah,
in the most physical game ever, knowing that there's going to be injuries and there's probably a really good chance that you're going to come in and play anyway.
Yeah.
Again, they could mirror something that Alabama's doing, and even if they get up big with Trevor Lawrence, they can insert Kelly Bryant. Yeah. If you're gone, you're gone. You don't get to come back.
What if the kid came back in, stood in front of his teammates and said, listen, guys, I made a mistake. I was emotional. I'm 20 years old. I wasn't thinking straight. I got some bad advice. I just didn't have my head in it. And I let you guys down. I'm sorry. I got to earn your trust back. And I just want to come back and be your quarterback.
So if it's me on the team, I'm saying no. What I would probably do as a coach, I'd probably say, what team, it's, this is a team game, right? I'm the head coach. However, you guys are my players.
Yeah.
I need to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? If the team voted and was like, let's let them back in,
okay,
then sure.
But you're good with him, so team votes.
I'm not. No.
If he
He's
comes
not
up to you,
getting
he's
my
like,
vote.
hey,
He's not getting my
Berbs,
vote.
hey, Berbs, you know,
Nope.
I'm gonna hit you on the 9 route. So you're like, no.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, you're gonna apologize by the way for a little distracted. So the Lakers are actually just tipping off here. So this is always a bit of a. By the way, Brandon Ingram over under 120 pounds.
Under.
My God, is he skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth though.
Yeah, is he?
I think he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
would-
maybe.
he had a
I
great
hope he
year.
does.
He had a great year last year until he got hurt.
I hope he does. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this Lakers team.
Are Lakers and Denver just playing each other?
Yeah,
all
every,
preseason?
all 82 games this year.
Okay, good.
Something new in the NBA shrine. Listen, they got to get Braun in the playoffs somehow. So,
He'll get there.
Play Denver.
We'll put him
and,
on the spin cycle. Swoop.
No.
Oh,
This is-
JaVale.
Wow, almost made that too.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
half winning, half an out.
Yeah, he's not on the team. Let him go.
Okay, so you're letting
You don't get to
Kelly
stay.
Bryant go.
You don't get to stay.
Well, so let me flip side this for you too. On Sunday in the NFL,
Yep.
our guy Earl Thomas
ET.
plays for the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm aware.
He's had some challenges with his contract. He's been holding out. He didn't show up for camp, and he was missing practices and so on and so forth. And basically, his whole stance was, I want a new contract. If you're not going to give me a new contract, I'm not going to come in and bust my neck every week and try to work hard and play. I'll show up and play the games. I'll just take my fines and call it a day, right?
Yep.
So hardline stance. He's doing his thing. Seattle refused to pay him. What are you going to do? So in the game this Sunday against the Cardinals, your guy Earl Thomas fractured leg.
Yeah.
On the way out of the cart, go ahead and gives the bench the old bird on the way out.
Little
That's the
number one?
middle finger.
Yeah,
for
little
those of you who
number
don't
one.
know on the way out. What do we do with this Earl Thomas thing? Whose side should it be on here?
So let's back it up here. So he was on the whole I'm sitting out, I'm not reporting, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that.
Correct.
In his defense,
Yep.
he showed up.
He did.
He played week 1 if I don't.
He did play week. He
Right?
started
So
week 1.
he started week 1.
Yeah.
He was going on his little hiatus. He didn't want to show up. He wanted a new contract.
Yep.
The guy has clearly outplayed his contract.
Correct.
At the same token, when did he get his last contract? 14, 15?
I think it was 14.
At that time, he was the number 1 paid safety, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. Yeah.
It's not probable, it is.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. So it's not that Seattle hasn't ever wanted to pay him, because they have. But again, I don't know how old the guy is. At some point,
30.
Yeah, I mean, at some point in the NFL, it's like the lifespan of a running back, right? It's not that long. So at some point, a team is not going to want to pay you. Now, is that right? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
He absolutely deserves his money, as do most players that are impactful like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the gesture.
Okay.
So I feel bad for the dude that he was busting his neck. He was going out there breaking his back for his team. That whole defense.
It's a lot of injuries. He busted his neck,
Yep.
his
A lot
back,
of
and a
injuries.
fractured leg.
So to be fair, he didn't want to show up. He wanted a new contract.
Yeah.
He was going through his little diva moment, whatever. That's fine. Did he deserve more money? Absolutely.
Oh, money.
He's not going to get it. That's fine. Whatever. He shows up. He plays. He plays well, really well. Mm-hmm. We saw what he did against our Cowboys.
Yeah, we did 2 picks.
So obviously he deserves the money. He deserves to be compensated. I feel bad that he broke his leg. I don't like the fact that he flipped off his own sideline, if I recall.
There was a sideline. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're mad at ownership, if you're mad at all that, that's fine. But don't give your dudes the bird. Those are your guys.
Well, I assume that was meant for like Pete Carroll, or I don't know if the GM was over there. Maybe he's trying to
Unlikely.
get higher in the air and just
Unlikely.
didn't get it up that high. I don't know.
unlikely.
I don't know what his deal is.
I think it's just Seattle itself. He's probably not too thrilled with right now.
Yeah.
So I think ownership and everything above has taken a toll on him, and his attitude is the way it is because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad that the dude broke his leg. Hopefully he comes back next year or whatever that looks like and can get a decent contract. He could play for another couple years solid, but I don't like the gesture.
The Lakers have just had 9 passes before they settled for a Rondo corner 3. I'm not thinking that's the offense they want to run, by the way.
Yeah, Rondo can't shoot.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one because, again, I can see your point of it. Like, yeah, I'm here. I played well. I'm a key part of this defense, and I deserve to be compensated equal to my ability and what other people make in my position. But I can also see the team saying, like, hey, bro, you're 30. You got 2 years left on this deal. Like, let's just play this thing out. We want to invest some money in the offensive line because we pretty much have nobody blocking up front. So I can kind of see both sides of it. I didn't know how to feel about that one. I'm actually not mad at the finger. I'm not mad at that. I mean, I feel like he's just in an emotional situation and just like, hey, you know what? I can't believe I did this for you guys, and this is where I'm at real quick.
Yeah, it's a little immature. So you mean to tell me if they were like, we're going to give you a new contract, and he breaks his leg, he's not flipping him off because he got his money?
I would suspect he wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, just my thought is he'd be like, okay, they took care of me. This sucks, but I'm going to work hard. I'm going to rehab. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be the best player I can be. That's my guess. I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about that one. That's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
That's definitely a weird one.
It's a weird one.
But he was supposed to be on the Cowboys too. Like there was talks of us trading for him.
He said he wanted to be a part of the.
I think we can probably get him low now, right? Like, why aren't we swooping in with like?
Will we lowball him?
Hell, they can have Bryce Butler pick somebody. I don't care.
I'll put him in the. Oh, would you start him right now?
Yes.
As our, okay.
Yes. He's got to be better than Jeff
Who do we?
Heath.
I was gonna say Jeff.
He's got to be better than Jeff
Who
Heath.
got ran over, by the way, on
He
Sunday?
did get run over.
Just all kinds.
He's
of
all heart though, man. That guy's just all heart.
At some point, you got to be.
He's
good,
our backup kicker somehow too.
That's fair.
He's just all heart.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's just all heart.
He's trash.
So we're watching basketball right now, real quick too. Another
Yeah.
thing that made the rounds today, Berbs, and we'll try to put this out on our IG account. It's out at a lot of places. You can Google this thing. There's a famous play from back in the heyday.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
They're playing at the Orlando Magic. Your guy Matt Barnes, who
At
played
me?
for no fewer than 17 teams.
Something like that. Yeah.
Can you name all of them?
I could probably name most of them.
Okay, so he played for a bunch, pretty much everybody,
Yeah.
except for the Heat, I think. And so there's an inbounds play. Him and Kobe had been, talking some noise to each other.
Some noise.
And he appears to throw the ball like in the direction of Kobe's face, but it's just a pump fake.
Right.
And your boy
Not rattled.
Kobe Bean, doesn't flinch,
Yeah.
doesn't move a muscle.
So I know where this is going. So they dropped a new angle today.
Yeah.
Real quick. It took them 10 years to find this
Well, that's
angle.
the thing. So for 10 years, we've all been like, dude, Kobe's an assassin. He's a killer. Look at this. He didn't even move. And all of a sudden today on the interwebs, this video surfaces. So I'll let
Yeah.
you describe the video if you care to.
So the angle now that we used to see was essentially Matt Barnes' point of view.
Yeah.
And it was
Baseline, yeah.
basically looking right at Kobe, and you see the ball to where it basically looks like Kobe's directly in front of him. He pump fakes the ball into his face, and Kobe doesn't flinch. So the new angle is kind of back, almost behind the basket, if you will, kind of a side angle.
Yeah.
And Kobe's not necessarily lined up with him. He's more kind of towards the side.
Yeah.
And when Barnes kind of pump fakes it to act like he's going to put it in his face, it's more actually to the side and not actually in his face. At the same time, he wasn't pump faking the air. He was still trying to do it to Kobe.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you're asking me, do I lose some, am I less impressed or do I lose a little respect for it? No.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm not a big Kobe fan. In fact, I'm probably a Kobe hater.
Wow.
But
Probably, or
no, I am a Kobe hater.
what's
Me and M. Campbell were actually talking about this the other day. He's still probably top 5 of all time. Kobe.
all
And
time?
I hate the Lakers. Well, I like them now because LeBron's on there. But you got to give credit where credit's due.
Top five all time?
Arguably.
I mean, yeah.
So Jordan's in there.
Yeah.
Wilt's in there.
Yeah.
My boy Bron's in there.
Okay.
You could probably put Magic. You could probably put Kareem.
Yeah. That's
I would
what I'm saying.
argue. I would argue that Shaq could be in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Kobe's top 5.
Okay. Well, again, a compelling sports writer could probably make an argument.
Do we know any of those?
I'm efforting some.
Okay.
I'm in their DMs.
Oh, since you just learned how to use the DMs, that's helpful.
My DMs are out there.
Yeah, here's the I don't take any. So if you watch the video too, Kobe's kind of doing like a side, like back and forth, like he's going from one leg to the next.
Yeah.
I think there was a period of time where it was pretty clear that Barnes was trying to throw it in his face,
Right.
or acting like to throw it in his face, and,
Yeah.
and Kobe still didn't flinch.
Yeah. For the last 10 years, actually, we thought that.
Yeah, and I don't think today's video changed my mind in any way, shape, or form.
I agree.
I think for those of you who are freaking out over that thing, I mean it's Kobe.
But we really couldn't find that tape until now.
Yeah, deep in the archives. So how did we find that? What do you think some guy was doing today? Like real quick, let's just go through Matt Barnes highlights.
Which makes me think that maybe this isn't even real. Maybe this is photoshopped.
I can't. Yeah, that can't be right.
I mean, that was probably when Matt Barnes played for them. Was he with them in the finals? No.
No.
So it would have been 2009. So it's probably, it was either like 2007, or it'd have to be after that.
That'd be 10 years from today. It would be 2007, 2008.
Right, but it would either be then or it would have to be after they went to those finals, which would be like 11 or 12.
No. I
So
don't
it's
think
probably
that.
like
It was
06,
7,
07, maybe
8,
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't ruin.
I
for
mean,
me.
I find it hard to believe that it took us 10 years to find that second angle. But
Yeah.
either way, yeah, it doesn't ruin it for me.
So Kobe. That doesn't
He's still
ruin
an
the video,
assassin.
but you're still not a Kobe guy.
I'm not. If I had to pick a player to start a team with, and like Kobe was one of the options, and like LeBron was an option, or Kobe was an option, and like Shaq was an option, more often than not, again, depending on who it was, I would probably pick the latter.
So Kobe, Shaq. Even in today's NBA.
Yes.
Wow. Your first pick.
Yes.
Wow.
Because today's NBA is built on the fact that there really isn't any big men.
Yes.
So if you give me Shaq now, you give me Shaq the way he was in Orlando, nimble, movable.
Well, yeah. 1992 when he was like
Sure.
only 280 pounds, not 380 pounds.
Well, the reason why Shaq was so dominant is because there was nobody like him in the game, and he was just able to just destroy everybody.
Yeah, but in today's
You
NBA,
give me that player again with today's NBA where there is no big men.
But is he going out in the perimeter to guard, Karl Anthony Towns shooting threes?
To shoot him up.
So Towns just going to bury him for three all day?
I'll play zone.
Okay. You're playing zone?
I'll play zone.
Okay. Alley LaForce, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
I'll play zone.
Okay. So speaking of NBA, we got this is running long. I know you got a hard out. You got a hard out here.
I got a hard out.
So I don't want to jam you up here, but I did want to share this little fact with you too. So I saw this on ESPN the other day. So as you may or may not be aware, the Browns finally won a game. So the beer fridge opened. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
No happier than me, by the way. That beer fridge is open. Browns actually could have won this weekend too, but the Browns going to Browns.
They got hosed.
They did get hosed.
They
really did get hosed.
First of all, that was a first down.
Yes.
Second of all, Carr got his
was
elbow
a fumble.
touched, and they immediately said in the dirt.
That was a fumble.
Literally instantaneously. That was a fumble. So,
fumble.
they went back and said that they screwed that up, which, by the way, I hate.
To be fair, Marshawn wasn't down on the one play either, though. Marshawn was going for a touchdown and chucked some dude, and they called him in the grasp or whatever.
Sure. But at the same time, I hate when they go back afterwards and be like, yeah, we did screw that up for you.
Yeah.
That doesn't make us get the win. That doesn't help us at all.
Doesn't, no.
That just reaffirms
But they don't change the stats, I feel like?
No stats change,
What?
baby. Nope.
So the NBA does that last 2-minute report where they tell you, that was a foul at 40 seconds. They don't go back and retroactively change that?
No.
Wow.
No.
That seems silly, then.
Go get there, Bron.
That seems silly. Wow, he made that. There you go. All right, so anyway, ESPN did a survey, or maybe of their own folks, of the top 5 most miserable fan bases.
Yep.
I think you're going to like this list.
I'm probably not.
I'm gonna tell you the list in order. You tell me if you agree or disagree with some of these, right? So the 5th spot here is the Buffalo Bills.
Properly rated.
The properly rated?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do clapping sound for that one. Okay. Number 4, I disagree with wholeheartedly. It's just that goes on for a while. Well, number 4, they're not important enough to be number 4, but the Florida Panthers.
Hockey? I'm not a big hockey buff.
Yeah, I mean that's actually from my area, the Trio 5, baby.
Yeah.
But no one cares enough about them down there.
They weren't good at any point. I feel like they made a playoff run.
They went to the Stanley Cup in 1994.
Okay.
That was the year of the Rat, John Van Beesbrook. You know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't act like you don't.
was
Number
9.
3, Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's fine.
Number 2, San Diego Padres.
Sure. But they weren't good at all in the last 10 years.
They went to the World Series in 1990, 2000. That's about it.
Tony Gwynn never won them anything?
No. Rest in peace.
He's not dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he is dead.
He's dead.
They got a statue of him, though.
They do. He was dude was like 3.5 spins and was raking out there.
They got Tony Gwynn Jr. out there, though.
They do. I don't think he plays anymore, though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's also not 3.5 spins. And number 1, Berbs, the worst, the most miserable fan base. Wait for it. Sacramento Kings.
Where'd you get this list from?
This is
your personal list?
ES to the PN.
You trying to spite me?
I'm not spiting you. I mean, this is a graphic. I know I make some solid graphics on IG. I did not make this one.
Yeah.
This is legit. There's a guy with a bag on his head.
So when did Big Shot Bob hit that shot on us?
01? 01, 02.
So for, 16, 17, 18-ish years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm a little bitter.
Okay. But would you say you're miserable?
So
as a Kings
fan.
fan.
Ironically enough, me and M. Campbell were talking today about how many games.
When you said that 9 times, it's not ironic anymore. That's like the 4th time you've dropped. Ironically enough.
Well, I didn't know the show sheet was going to get produced.
I mean,
in this way.
What happens?
We already had this conversation, me and M. Campbell.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, man, the Kings are going to get 20 to 25 wins.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you know that it's not good.
Yeah.
So they play 82 games.
Yeah.
If you win 20 to 25,
yeah,
there's a good chance you're last in your division, and if not the entire NBA.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean it's probably an accurate list
so
from
miserable?
ESPN. I'm not miserable. I live a great life.
Oh, as a Kings fan.
Oh, horribly miserable.
Okay. So I also saw, in unrelated but related news, Zack Lowe. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a writer for ESPN.
Lowy.
He puts out his bottom 5 NBA League Pass watches.
Trying to know where this is going.
So I don't know. If, so do you want to guess the bottom 3?
Atlanta.
Yes.
Phoenix.
No.
Obviously, one of them Sacramento.
It is. That's the last. That's number 32.
So Sacramento's the worst.
The worst.
Atlanta's ahead of us.
Yeah, 2 ahead of you. There's one in between.
Who else had a horrible year? Dallas.
No.
League Pass. So it's watching this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nets.
Cleveland Cavaliers. So the bottom three are Hawks, Cavs, Kings. Bottom three NBA League Pass watches.
So if the Kings won like 35 games this year, would you be like, wow, that's a successful season?
Yeah.
Yeah, so would
Totally.
I. So would I.
That would make them 35 and 47? Yeah, totally.
I don't know what they won last year, but it wasn't 35.
They might make the playoffs in the East. I don't know.
That's true.
At that record, too. By the way,
true.
can you name 3 Atlanta Hawks?
Trae Young.
Yes.
Schroeder's still technically there? Or did he actually get
I
traded?
think he's out now.
Okay. Mike Jane? No.
Mike Jones? Actually, I need to Google and make sure you get this right.
Josh Childress isn't on there anymore?
No. Did he ever get a haircut, by the way? No.
Probably not. So obviously Trae Young.
He said that already.
Who's their
right.
center?
Exactly.
Alex Len, I think, is there now.
He get traded?
I think he did.
Okay. Let me check that.
Yeah, pull me up. Let me know when you're ready.
Just efforting. Just doing some efforting. Oh, that guy's on the team?
They got the kid from Purdue.
Okay.
That doesn't help you. That's not a name.
Nope.
But he is on that team. John Collins.
John Collins is correct.
Thank you. So John Collins,
yes,
Alex Len,
yeah,
and
that's
Trae
correct.
Young.
That's correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's correct. Want some other names?
Give me some other names.
Notables you missed. Jeremy Lin.
Yep. Surprised
I can't believe you missed this one. Vince Carter.
VC. Yeah, I'm surprised I missed that one too.
This is the one I thought was on the team. It actually is. Kent Bazemore.
Yeah, the Bays.
Kevin Herter.
Yeah. White
Torian
boy.
Prince.
Yeah.
DeAndre Bembry. Wasn't he a King at one point?
I'm sorry, who?
DeAndre Bembry.
I don't think that's our guy.
Thomas Robinson.
Yeah, T-Rob.
Alex Poitras.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
By the way, we drafted Robinson.
I know you did. Dwayne Dedman.
Yep.
Justin Anderson.
Yep.
RJ Hunter.
Yep.
Miles Plumlee, one of the Plumlees, making an
Plumleys,
appearance.
yeah, congrats.
Cole Aldrich making an appearance.
Still has no teeth?
Who?
Cole Aldrich?
It's
Still
hard to
got
tell.
that missing tooth?
He's not smiling in that picture.
We're not paying these guys? There's no medical dental?
Probably not. I mean, why at this point? Why bother?
Oh, sure.
Why bother?
Okay.
I don't know. So you co-sign the most miserable fan base, and you co-sign the worst watch on NBA.
I don't co-sign the worst watch. You've got up and coming young talent. My boy Bagley.
Yeah.
If Giles can stay healthy, if Fox can stay healthy.
How many Kings games do you legit watch a year?
Watch?
Yes.
I don't get him in my area.
Okay.
So I got to go to my boy's house. He gets that network.
Okay.
So unfortunately, oh no, I'm sorry. I do get them. I'm sorry. It was the old one. I used to get the Warriors, which obviously
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to get the Warriors, which obviously I don't care for
Yeah.
because I hate the Warriors.
Yeah.
And the last couple years I got the Kings games. So if they're on, I watch them.
So if do you
But
make
that's the problem. They don't get televised.
do you make
typically.
a point to watch them? Like
Yeah.
So okay.
I'm watching.
At what point of the year do you just give up and stop watching?
Usually by game 7.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's now you're a Lakers fanboy.
I'm a LeBron fanboy, as you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad if.
So were you riding the Heat then when he was there? Did we have that in common?
Of course.
What? I never knew that about you.
You knew that.
I did not know that.
Trail 5, baby.
I didn't know that was you.
I'm LeBron your way.
Well, is that right?
And Jimmy's Chris Bosh.
Is Jimmy?
Loosely.
Okay. He's Mario Chalmers, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think he's from Indiana, actually.
Yeah, I mean, so, I'll write to LeBron. I want LeBron to get the rings. The problem is that, again, even if he makes it to the finals, well, if he can get to the finals somehow,
Yeah.
then I could see them winning it. Problem is are they going to get there? Probably not.
If he gets to the finals, you see them winning it?
If he
Potentially?
gets to the finals, which means that they probably had to beat the Warriors, because I don't see the Warriors losing before
Unless
that.
there's a weird matchup where the Warriors play the Rockets or something like that.
Right, which I think the weird matchup would be the Lakers playing the Rockets.
Yeah.
And then if the Lakers could beat the Rockets and play the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, which,
Yeah.
again, I don't necessarily see them winning.
Yeah.
But if they got to the Western Conference Finals, that's a big success.
Yeah.
If they get to the finals and they got to play the Celtics again, which I'm assuming they're going to get there, I could see LeBron winning.
Wow. I don't know if I see that.
I need the Celtics to stay injury free, and we'll see.
I
what happens.
agree with you. Listen, if I was Gordon Hayward, I would never get out of bed again. Like how
Well, the
gruesome
problem-
his injury looked.
The problem is they played so well without him.
I know.
Right? So now you're going to take shots away from Tatum. You're going to
Yeah.
take shots away from Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
You're going to take shots away from Kyrie, which I'm fine with. I would rather him be a facilitator and a creator than a shooter.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Hayward is an all-star,
Yeah, he was.
and he probably should get the touches.
Get
But,
touches.
man, those guys played so well last year.
They did.
It's hard to take the ball out of their hands.
I wouldn't get out of bed if I was him.
I mean,
I'm watching him run down the court. I'm like, don't jump. Oh, he jumped, and like, luckily he lands on his feet, and that's fine.
yeah.
But
that's
yeah.
that's a mental thing, too.
I'm scared for him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just retire at that point. He
Well-
gets paid nonetheless, right?
NBAs are guaranteed contracts, baby.
So he gets paid nonetheless. And one. Give me those. Jokic and one.
He got paid.
Jokic did? Yeah, he did. Kyle Kuzma. You saw your boy Lonzo got like all tatted up now.
Everybody trying to be like Berbs.
He's got a full sleeve, baby.
It ain't full.
No, he
Quarter piece.
No, he went up here.
He's not up there.
Yeah, he went up there.
He's like right here.
No, I saw that part. Then he got it redone. He got this done too. Check IG. I don't know if you're big on that. Check your
I ain't
DMs.
messing with that.
Check your DMs. Well, here's the thing, friends. We've gone long here. You're sticking in. It's an hour and 23. We got everything off the show sheet accomplished. I'm not sure we did so in any sort of order. We should really get better at that at some point too. But
we're back though.
But Berbs, you got anything you want to add? Oh, so when are we coming back again? So should we let everybody know?
So
I know you've got a lot of scheduling stuff.
Yeah. So your boy's gonna be gone tomorrow and Thursday and Friday.
We just did one today, so I don't think they need another one.
So I've got another week and a half to get another one in.
Okay.
And then I'm out of the country.
Okay. Out of the country?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then I'm back.
You got cell service where you're going to be at?
I'll have cell service.
Okay. You checking the IG or?
If I need to.
Okay.
If you need me.
I mean, I don't need you.
All right, we're great.
You don't have to check it anyway. What are you going to do for me?
I just figured out the DMs. I'm sending all kinds of messages later.
Oh, great.
We're not going to know if it's me or you.
That's fair. Well, I think they'll figure that out pretty quickly.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
All right, well, so then we'll figure out something to do with it. Hey, listen.
We'll get one in the next week and a half.
We'll get a week and a half. We'll get one in. Then we may take some time, or maybe we'll get a little bonus pod. Maybe
little BP.
Mrs. E's in here or something. We'll figure something out. We can call you. You can have your phone on you. We'll call you from your location.
I got my phone.
We can just call you in.
I got two.
Just real quick, give us a quick location situation update. Yeah, tell us what's going on out there.
We'll see what happens.
All right, well, I'm glad you commit to that everything. All right, well then we're out of here. You can find us Instagram, Facebook. Where else can they
Twitter.
find us? Twitter.
We on
don't use
MySpace?
the Twitter. No, we don't have MySpace anymore.
Wow.
Go ahead and download this thing. Subscribe, Apple Podcasts.
Rates 5.0s.
Rates, reviews, the whole 9 yards. Feel free to give us some feedback, only if it's good, though.
Why is it only 9 yards? Like, you got to get 10 to get the first down. Why is that saying the whole 9 yards?
Well, because you want to, I mean, you want to be able to just take their will on 4th and short. Like, they think they stopped you on 3rd and 9, and they're like, we stopped him. And then you're Frank Wright, and you're like, no, we're going from our own 20. And by the way, does he know a tie is better than a loss?
Probably not.
Should someone tell him?
Probably.
Because here's the thing. And then he was like...
In the book of Berbs, he'll be fired in 2 years anyway.
Well, yeah, you already had him fired.
Right.
You didn't know who he was.
Right.
You figured out who he was.
Yeah.
And then you fired him.
He'll be gone.
Okay.
Marvin Lewis is gone this year. Tomlin's gone this year. Frank Wright will be gone next year.
Tom was definitely gone.
Yeah.
Frank Wright, yeah, I don't even know.
Hugh Jackson will probably, unfortunately, be gone.
No, they'll keep you around. Marvin, I mean, the Bengals are going to go 8-8 like they do every year.
Make the playoffs, wild card, and lose.
Ooh, Braun with a slam. I'm not a good play-by-play guy.
So smooth.
Yeah. All right, anyway, we're out here. So hit us up, Instagram, follow us on Facebook, download, subscribe, rate, review.
Need them all.
Until the next time, I'm Adam. You got your guy Berbs over here.
Peace.